stop, listen, and ask yourself, have you ever pondered at the idea that there may be something to the other side? If so, and you're hearing my voice for the first time, then you may have just fallen into the void.
Well, hey there, hello there, Bats and Ghouls. Gather close and listen well, for this is the one night when the veil between the living and the dead grows thin. Shadows creep, whispers stir, and something unseen walks among us. That's right, Bats and Ghouls, Halloween has returned. A night where masks hide more than just faces, where we wander door to door, lured by promises of sweet offerings, and where the chill in the air reminds us we are not alone. So grab some sage and light a candle or two, for tonight, the spirits are listening. Welcome to Into the Void's Halloween special. I am your ghost host with the most, G-man, thrilled, chilled, and ready to kick off this spooktacular celebration. So join us, Bats and Ghouls, as we descend together into a night of mystery, mischief, and fiendish fun. And speaking of spirits, the Void has once again opened its gates and summoned a few familiar souls on this All Hallows Eve. Now, first up, we have the wizard behind the wires, the maestro of mayhem, the one who keeps our screams sounding oh so sinister. It's Angel.
Hello, hello.
Angel, my man, I gotta say, you do know how to bring the spook and spooktacular.
Just a little bit more, haha. Just a little more, haha.
I love it.
Thank you for having me again, guys.
Dude, happy Halloween, by the way.
Happy Halloween.
Can you believe
Where's my
it?
candy? Where's my candy?
It's somewhere over here. I think it's actually, you know what? I think Renee has it.
Oh, he ate it already.
Ah, darn it. Okay.
Damn it, Renee.
I have to get you more candy.
Yeah, that's all right. Next time.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Bats and Ghouls, I'm also happy and pleased to announce a special guest whose identity I will reveal later in the show. But who are they?
Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Oh, so close.
Oh, never mind.
What secrets do they bring? Well, you'll just have to listen and find out. So, Angel, welcome to the Halloween special. And like I said before, man, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloweeny.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe Halloween's already come around so fast.
I thought it was just summer not so long ago.
It felt like it, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then we had actual rain for a while. That was nice.
It was cold and gloomy for all of one day in Southern California.
Yep.
And then it's back to like sunny, sunny, sunny.
There was a meme that I saw about California. I'm probably gonna missay it, but it was something like in the morning it's winter, but like in the in the afternoon it's summer, and then in the evening it's winter all over again.
Yeah, exactly. There's also that one saying that they used to say about Southern California: if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Yep.
Which is utterly true, man. It's crazy.
Oh, it's the same with the East Coast too.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, wait 5 minutes and it'll change. One minute it's
crazy.
nice and sunny, next minute it's cloudy, then it's rainy, then it's sunny again.
My East Coast experience was August in New York in 2006, and that was humid as heck.
Oh my gosh.
And
okay.
I did not like that. But good city to visit, not to be in, living in. And then the other one is Louisiana and Mississippi.
Yeah.
I lived there for a while, and oh my God, the humidity.
Oh, I talk about Georgia all the time, being stationed there, and that humidity.
Crazy. That's no joke.
It's insane.
That's
absolutely insane. You take a shower, you come outside, you're already showered again.
And full of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Little blood-sucking vampires.
Oh my gosh.
It's a sickle.
Well, listen, we're going to be diving into some truly terrifying things here. But before we do, Angel, let's play a little game.
Ooh, okay.
All right. So, in Bats and Ghouls, here's how it works. It's time for one of my favorite traditions on Into the Void, a little game we like to call Get to Know Your Fiendish Friend.
Getting to know.
So here's how it works. I'm going to fire off a series of spooky, silly, and slightly sinister questions to Angel over here.
Okay.
And Angel's just going to have to answer without thinking too hard. No overanalyzing. No haunting pauses. And there it is. There it is. The bad dad jokes are coming out.
Actually, I should have done this one. But, yeah.
That's what I get for saying haunting pauses. Jeez. All right. So just the first thing that creeps into your mind.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So question number 1. Favorite Halloween candy and one you would ban forever.
Favorite Halloween candy has to be candy corn. I actually love candy corn. Here's the thing. My family thinks I'm weird because I like old-timey candy. It's my favorite. For instance, I love taffy.
So like the Withers.
Circus peanuts, Withers, caramel, butterscotch.
Circus peanuts,
Squirrel
I
nut
can't.
zippers. Have you ever had a squirrel nut zipper?
No.
Oh my God. I don't think they make them anymore, but as a kid, I did find one or two. They're from back east. Delicious.
Say that again. Squirrel
nut zippers.
Squirrel nut zippers.
They were, well, when I was a kid, they were 10 cents, but I heard that when back in the days from the 1940s and 50s, they were like a penny. So there's little like hard candy wrapped. It's like blue and white lettering or something like that.
Okay.
And it has little squirrel. It's basically a peanut and acorn thing. It's really delicious. But
so it's not like a Red Hot.
No.
Okay.
It's more like a I don't know. It's just like a peanut buttery.
Interesting.
I love them. And circus peanuts, I cannot get enough of those.
I couldn't. I tried.
Cherry sours.
Cherry sours. Okay.
All that stuff. Licorice. I'm a big licorice guy.
Okay. Black licorice.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. I love all licorice, but black licorice is so good.
So you're the guy that likes all the candies that nobody else likes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. That explains a lot now.
in my house, I love Halloween because I get all of that stuff because the kids toss it. It's great. And I have 4 of them. So it's like, bring it on, baby.
Yeah, you don't have to go trick-or-treating anymore.
Nah, not at all. I'm
epic.
stacked. So it's awesome. But
that is epic.
Hard to find candy. It really is because, it now it's expensive. But
yeah. When you also got all those mainstream candies now. So the ones from like the 1950s really aren't, around anymore.
No. Do you remember Igloo Ice?
Yes, absolutely.
Those were so good. Those chocolates. Oh, so good. So good. Those are hard to find too. But yeah. And the other one that I liked is which is I got my kids into it. Wax soda pop bottles.
My kids love those. I can't do that. The taste is just too sweet.
They're amazing.
And the wax for me.
I love the wax. It makes it for me. It makes it for me. And then I make little figurines out of the wax when I'm done. Great stuff. Now to ban, it's easy. Whoppers.
Really?
I despise Whoppers.
Okay, so wait, hold on. What is it about Whoppers you don't like?
They are Satan's nipples. They are disgusting. They are that dryness in the middle that, oh, look, it's chocolate, but you don't get any hint of chocolate when you bite into it. You get that weird puffy nothing.
It's funny because I actually love Whoppers.
That's it. Our friendship is over.
That's it. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. This was a great show. Thanks for following us here on Into the Void.
Credits.
The SNL.
Yeah.
All right. I want to thank Lauren Michaels. I want to thank Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know I love Whoppers. I love Whoppers. They're good. I can't eat them as well as I used to, and yet I'll still eat them, though.
Yeah, my kids like Whoppers, and they always offer them to them. Like, no.
It's the crunch for me. That's what I like.
There's no flavor to that, man. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
There's no flavor to it for me.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
so you would ban Whoppers.
100%. See? Quick and easy.
Okay. All right. So number 2, favorite scary movie of all time.
It changes. I can't give you a clear answer because it always changes, but right now I'm going to say Bone Tomahawk.
Okay.
Bone Tomahawk is right now my favorite. But my family does the whole scary movie marathon kind of thing. And right now we're doing Conjuring and all that. We did the Witch.
Oh, okay. How was that?
I liked it.
Okay.
It's different. The payoff wasn't as great as I thought it'd be, but I liked it. It's a good solid B-. But yeah, for right now, Bone Tomahawk is a great movie for me.
Okay.
That's my favorite at this moment.
I like that. That's a good answer.
That'll change next year.
All right. So we got worst or weirdest costume you ever wore.
Weirdest costume, I was I'm going to say about 8 years old, and I was a cowboy riding an ostrich.
A cowboy riding an... is that the blow-up one?
No. This is, remember, 1980s. There's no such thing as blow-up.
That's right.
No. It was handmade.
Okay.
See, actually, you know what? Let me take that back. So my brother growing up was into Fangoria and special effects. That's where I get my love for horror movies and all that. And he used to, his hobby was to make latex masks and scary stuff. And he used to actually even haunt our neighbor by one time he put on a mask and tapped on her window in the middle of the night. And she opened the door. She was an elderly lady, by the way. She opened up the window and my brother was there with a mask with his eye hanging from one side out of his socket and then missing teeth with a big old gash. She let out the loudest scream and then he ran off. That was one. The other one is in the backyard. We had these 2 large trees, like huge. We're talking like an 18-foot big oak trees.
Yeah.
And he used to put a dummy hanging up there with like hanging like a dead person.
Oh my
God.
Hangman.
And he would just leave it there till someone would discover it. And just he was a neighborhood torment. Anyhow, so he helped a lot with all of my costumes.
Okay.
A lot. One year I was I forget the name of the character. What was the name of the character that was like Casper, but it was a little demon?
Casper, but a little demon.
Like a little devil, like a red devil with a pitchfork and the whole 9 yards.
Oh no, I was thinking of Wendy, but that's not right.
No. But say like Wendy was a witch. And there was a demon version. I was something similar to that, but I had the whole like bald cap with the horns and the ears. And
wow!
And I know I was young. I know I was like 6, and I was sweating because I was covered in red paint. And, you know, it's the 80s, so it's not like it's thin.
Right? Yeah.
I probably got cancer from it. And then the ostrich one I'm telling you about is I was basically I had my feet in like pink spandex.
Okay.
With my shoes were like the claws of the ostrich.
Oh, nice.
Then I had this ostrich built around me with a like a paper mache head on the neck and fake legs on the side, so it looked like I was riding an ostrich. But I was the ostrich. I have the picture somewhere. I'll show you sometime.
That's awesome.
Then he did the Mac Tonight. Remember that one?
Yeah.
I was a full Mac Tonight with the full moon and the glasses and the whole suit and everything.
Oh man!
So I had,
gosh, that brings me back.
Those are some of the. I've had some weird ones as a kid. Okay. I was a fly one year with the eyes and everything and the iridescent wings and.
Wild.
My brother used to go all out on my costumes when I was a kid.
That's so wild.
So yeah, I don't dress up anymore just because I just don't have time. But that was the weirdest one I have to say would be the ostrich and the cowboy.
The ostrich and the cowboy. Okay, yeah, I can see how that's weird.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was a homemade costume,
all of mine were homemade. I never had any of the, because remember, I'm an 80s kid. So if I wanted a store bought, it'd be the cheap vinyl mask with the vinyl, like that tarp thing. They would say He-Man on it with a picture of He-Man for some odd reason.
Yeah.
Like, how's that a costume? I don't know. That was the store bought when I was a kid.
Okay.
So I never had any of that.
Wild.
Mine were always custom made.
Oh, I like that though. Yeah, my mom, she definitely made, she made costumes for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I think I've talked about this last time, the last Halloween special, I believe. My mother made a kangaroo costume. Full on sewed kangaroo costume. We're talking the tail, the mittens, ears, everything. It was one of my favorite costumes. And then I think after that, we just started buying costumes. There was one year though, I had a suit. My grandparents, I think, had like an anniversary, and so my mom was like, everyone has to be in nice suits. And then one year I was just like, it's Halloween, I don't really know what I want to be, but I've been watching the Blues Brothers for like ever.
That's awesome.
And so I was like, I'm going to be a Blues Brother.
Which one were you, Jacob or Eli?
I was my own. I was Jacob nor Eli. I was just exactly. I was Deep Blue.
Deep Blue.
And I literally just wore the suit for Halloween. Got a hat. And then had a harmonica and
very nice.
Walked down the road getting candy with, looking nice.
Don't forget the glasses, though.
I had the glasses, but it sucked because it was nighttime. So I kept tripping over stuff.
Yeah, no.
I think I was so cool playing the harmonica, and then I'd trip and hit something and be like, yeah, I meant to do that. Totally.
That's funny.
All right. And then last question here is, what's a place you'd never spend the night, even for $1 million?
Florida.
Florida's scary.
Florida's very scary. Florida's scary all year round.
I love that. I would not stay in Florida for $1 million. Not Miami, nothing.
No, not at all.
So is there something about Florida you just don't like? Is it the retirement?
No, it's just everything about it. Just the politics and the gators and the mosquitoes.
Gators.
And now that they took away the vaccine requirements. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I rather not.
What happened? Florida used to be that place you go and that's where you retire. Now it doesn't feel like
the
it.
people that retired died, and then the new ones came in, the boomers, and then those are the ones that are basically doing.
They took over and they were like, no, we're going to change this.
Yeah. You want something scary? Go with the boomers.
All right. Well, thanks for playing that game, man. That was a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you.
So listen, now that we've got to know you a little bit better, why don't we kick things up a notch? I want to ask you something.
Shoot.
So you have a podcast. It's the O.U.C.H Cast.
The O.U.C.H Cast.
And you guys, you guys record not only here at Undercity Comics, by the way, Undercity Comics here in Whittier, California, beautiful Whittier, California, especially in the fall. But you guys also record at a school.
Yeah.
And not just any school, but this school is haunted, to my understanding.
Yeah. I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, it's haunted.
Okay.
I at first doubted when I first read it because, I've been a hobbyist when it comes to the supernatural. You always get a lot of reports of people claiming of things being haunted, of things being, oh, there's a ghost there, there's a curse there, this and that. And it's usually 9 out of 10 times it's just because the place is old, so it has that creep factor. So they think, okay, there must be something here, but there really isn't. It's just the fact that it's old, it's creepy, it's low lit, so people automatically, oh, this place must be haunted. Let's be real. It doesn't happen often. But
that is the most common factor, that anytime anyone sees an old place, they think, oh, it's haunted.
Yeah. Floors creak, doors rattle because it's old.
Right.
Sometimes the door will open up by itself because it's bad hardware.
Right.
It happens. You got to take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So when my co-host Enrique told me about this undisclosed school that we call Studio 8, that's what we call it because that's the classroom is A8.
Oh,
so
nice.
We call it Studio 8. He told me these. At first, he was skeptical. He's been working there for almost 10 years. Next year will be 10 years. He was a little skeptical. He heard some stuff. He says, I saw some weird stuff, but grain of salt, I think that it might be something else. But with time, things got worse. About a year ago, or actually more than like 2 years ago, he goes in his classroom late at night because, teachers work round the clock. He was there till like 8 in grading papers. All alone. When he heard someone coming from right behind him from the desk say, hi, I'm either it said Bao or Mao.
Ooh.
And it was a little kid and he freaked out. He looked around, he's like, hello? He heard nothing. He got a weird chill. It got cold in the room and he was like, okay, that is weird. Footnote on that story. He did have a student named Mao and, they no longer go to that school and he doesn't know what happened to them.
Whoa.
So that kind of creeped him out. And also that wasn't the first time he had heard that story. He actually no, it was the first time. Afterwards, the next day he told the teachers next door and they told him that they had heard the same things in their classroom and they had seen a little kid in the classroom. Oh, so that's the first one where he was like starting to believe. There's been a lot of incidents, doors opening and things like that, lights flickering. And it's an old school though, so it's all grain of salt.
Right.
Nothing had happened to us in a while. The first incident that happened, it was me, my son, and Enrique. We were recording. It was during a session. We usually record early in the morning on Saturdays so we can have the rest of the day to ourselves, plus I have time to edit. So, we'll meet around 7:30, 8, set up, record at 9, do 2 episodes, in, out. So it was about like 8:30, and I'm talking and I'm having the conversation. And at this point, we weren't recording with video, so I unfortunately didn't get to catch it. But he has, how can I explain the room? He has a closet that back in the days, to give you a little history, this school is actually very old and it's in church grounds.
Oh, okay.
So it used to be a private school back in the days that now has been leased out to this special needs school, which is where Enrique teaches.
Okay.
So the place is from the 1920s, if not older. You could see the history. Everything is old. They have a room with a soundproof door with a little window. And he uses it as a closet for his games and balls and stuff because he's an all-round teacher. He teaches the kids everything, again, special needs. But this room was not used originally for that. This room was an isolation room.
Oh, wow.
So it has a heavy door. It has the little, like I said, the little window to see what's going on. Yeah. It's soundproof. And they used to lock the kids in there that back in the days they thought, we're acting up. That's just what it was. Nowadays, it's just storage. Anyhow, there's a light in there. And like I said, the window and all that. And as I'm we're recording the episode and I'm talking, and me and my son's across from me. He's the camera guy. Enrique's next to me, and we're talking. And I notice on the doorway underneath the door jamb, I see a light, and it catches my attention because I see some flickering. And as I look, I see feet, like the shadow of something walking around in there. And I'm like, what the heck is that? I don't think much of it because I think it's just, either cars passing by or something.
Right.
But then during our break, I told the story and we were looking, and my son says, yeah, I saw it too. And Enrique's like, wait a minute, why is the light on? And I go, I thought you turned it on. He goes, no, I thought you turned it on. I go, no, I didn't turn it on. I don't even know where this light switch is. It's like behind the door, behind a file cabinet. So why would I turn it on? And he's like, what the heck? He goes, that's like the second time it turns on this week on its own. And
it's not on a timer or anything.
No, it's just a regular switch.
Regular switch.
Regular
Flip
1950 switch, 1960 switch.
Huh.
So that was that time. And we were tripping on that one, and it felt very weird. We really haven't felt much since then. One time, the two classrooms 8 and 9 are interconnected with one of those double-sided doors, like one door on this side, one door on the other one.
Okay.
One time, me and my son, in between breaks, Enrique went to use the restroom, and we were just talking when the door to Enrique's room flung open.
Oh.
The other door was closed though.
Oh wow.
So his door open, room 9 was still closed. I don't know how that happened.
Oh boy.
That one I can't explain. We were trying to, my son and me, we were walking on the floorboards over and over because he's like me. He wants to investigate when things are like, what is it? We kept walking in front. We kept going like this with the wind. We're pushing our arms to see if we could make the door open with just air.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. So
wow.
that was the trippiest one for us. Today, we recorded 2 episodes after being on hiatus for about 4 months or so. It was strange getting back into the studio. We're not into the habit. We try to get everything going. There was a very weird vibe since we got there. Very weird. A lot of little things were going on. We were recording. Right before we recorded, Enrique got up and he was moving around. And we heard rattling on the door. And we look. And yeah, it looked like someone was trying to open the door.
Like the handle was moving. And
Yeah. There was a janitor there, but he's across on the other wing on the other side. So no one came on this side. Then we were recording, and it's on video actually. This one is going to be on the episode where we're recording, and all of a sudden Enrique gets distracted and he's looking towards the entrance, right, which is right next to the door that there's 2 doors, the closet and then the entrance door. He saw someone walking around in front, like someone was like walking in front of the door, like are they going to open it? Or are they not? That's what they were trying to do.
Like a full-on person in front of the door, just like kind of pacing back and forth?
Yeah,
or wow.
like pacing back and forth and then stopping right in front of the door.
Oh, wow.
So he's staring, thinking the door's, either he's going to hear a knock or, the door's locked so they can't come in, but, he's going to hear something. So he's like, okay, he's staring and nothing happens. Then after a while, he looked at me and looked back, it's gone. So it never walked away. You can. By the way, it's wood floors. We're on the 2nd floor, wood floors. So you can hear when people are walking.
Oh, okay.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
No steps.
Whoa.
No steps whatsoever.
Dude.
So we were like, okay, that's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of weird little stuff going on. We kept hearing creaks and cracks, which is normal. It's an old school. Things settle.
Yeah.
But we started having camera problems today. We record 2 episodes. Our show is 1 hour long. That's why it's called O.U.C.H, our unknown chat hour.
Okay.
And
hey, we finally figured out the mystery of what ouch means.
Oh, darn it. delete.
We finally figured it out.
Yeah, so we're recording O.U.C.H Cast, and I have the camera set up. No one's touching it. When I didn't notice this till afterwards when I stopped recording and I played it back. For no reason, towards the end of the episode, around minute 53, 54, the camera zooms all the way back to show the whole classroom. And you see the whole classroom, which, we try to hide as much as possible.
And you were saying there was no one behind the camera.
No one behind the camera. It was just us 3 in the room. My son was left of the tripod, just, on his phone.
Yeah, you see him just sitting there.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. And you see him clearly because he doesn't come out, but he comes out when the camera zooms back. And there's me and Enrique in front, no one else around. I have no idea how that happened. On the second episode, my camera shut off. After 12 minutes, it just died. So for the second episode of our return, it's going to be all audio. We don't have any video footage because the camera died. Now, I thought it was low storage, but when I came home to check it, it's not low storage. I have room to record another 2 hours.
What the heck?
So I don't know what happened. It just died 12 minutes in.
Whoa.
Exactly 12. Not even like 12 minutes, 31 seconds.
Right.
It was 12
Exactly
minutes.
at 12 minutes.
A 12-minute mark.
Wild.
So it was just a very strange day recording there. Very strange.
Now, has that happened before, though, where it's landed at 12 minutes and stopped? Or have you had, like, anything where it's recorded at, like, maybe 6 minutes and stopped?
We've had, so we had another friend of the podcast called Cisco. He came he wanted to test out some cameras to do multi-cameras, and he had some web cameras and stuff like that. Funny enough, the camera stopped again when we were recording.
Oh, wow.
And luckily for us, we had the webcams as backup, but it's the quality is completely different. But I never registered or studied at what time it stopped. I never looked at that, but I just thought it was weird that we were having a lot of camera issues.
Yeah.
That time. So I don't know. It's just strange.
I mean, who knows? Maybe
it might be just coincidence. It might be just technical issues.
It might just be a coincidence. It also could be the residual energy, and
could be,
having a spirit there that, you don't know what happened, and whatever it is, and maybe trying to get your attention, like, hey, I'm here, like, tell my story or something. But at the same time, I mean, losing power, seems very common when you guys aren't investigating. You're just doing a show.
We're doing a show.
But you're doing a show in a haunted location.
A reported haunted
location, which seems like the reports seem to be a little more.
Everyone says that there is
accurate now, as opposed to
all the teachers there say it's haunted.
Yeah.
All the janitors say it's haunted, and the kids say it's haunted. Like everyone they don't want to be alone in that place. And when you get there is a vibe. There really is a vibe.
Yeah.
Did I ever show you pictures of the place?
I want to say you have, but it's been a while now.
Yeah, I'll show you off the air some.
Absolutely.
So you can check it out.
Yeah.
And then see if you get any vibe from it.
Yeah,
sometimes
absolutely.
You do it through cameras.
Absolutely. Angel, wow, that's insane, dude. That's absolutely wild, and I love the fact that you guys are doing a show in a reported haunted location.
Yeah,
that's freaking awesome.
That is a trip, man. I'm hoping that someday we'll get a shadow or something on camera. But
how epic would that be?
That would be amazing. But we're going to be adding more cameras, so we're switching to multi-camera. Hopefully that helps us pick up some sort of evidence.
Okay.
So at this point, it's all circumstantial. I really can't say. Even to this day, I do, but like I said, I am a big believer in the paranormal.
Yeah.
But I always have to investigate. I can't say flat out, oh, this place is haunted.
Yeah.
Enrique has had some experiences. I've had some, but I can maybe explain some. I really can't be like, off, this is haunted.
All right. Well, listen, Bats and Ghouls, we have a lot coming up. So do me a favor. Okay. Take a deep breath, stretch those pectoral limbs, and don't wander too far into the shadows. We're going to take a short break, but when we return, I've got a Halloween treat that isn't chocolate, though it's definitely dark.
Is it Whoppers?
Yeah, I wish it was Whoppers.
Ew.
So do me a favor, Bats and Ghouls, light a candle, grab your pumpkin spice potion, and stay close. We'll unwrap our Halloween surprise right after this message.
Oof, another delay. That's the third one. Igor, this is intolerable. I could have reanimated a corpse in the time we've waited.
Yes, Master. But at least this one doesn't groan when it moves.
Igor.
I'm sorry, Master. I've got it. Why don't we pass the time by doing something spectacular?
If you're going to suggest playing I Spy again, I swear on Frankenstein's left toe,
No. I mean to listen to something while we wait, Master.
Then you may have just fallen into the void.
A brand new season?
That's right, Master. Your favorite ghost host G-man is back with all new episodes, new spooky stories, ghostly encounters, and even more special guests.
That is pleasing.
Ding, ding, ding. Now boarding all passengers to Transylvania. Now boarding all...
I'm glad you approve, Master, because it's time to board our plane.
Oh, but I just started listening.
Don't worry, Master. We can still tune in on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to visit their website, intothevoidpod.com. That's intothevoidpod.com to see the latest show pics and more.
Quickly, Igor. We must board our flight.
So we can get some good in-flight snacks?
No, you fool, so I may continue listening to Into the Void.
Yes, Master!
Welcome back, Bats and Ghouls. I promised a Halloween surprise, and the moment is here. Tonight's theme isn't masks or monsters. It's the one thing even monsters fear: death. But what do we really know about it? Who decided how we mourn? Why do certain symbols follow us to the grave? Well, to find the answers, we'll need to pull back the veil and talk to someone who lives in the archives of the afterlife. Bats and Ghouls, our mystery guest is a guide who doesn't just study death, she translates it for the living. She's the creator and voice behind a podcast, A History of Death, where funeral customs, grief rituals, and the symbols carved in stone get decoded for curious minds. Some would call her a death historian in training, studying death, religion, and culture at the University of Winchester. She's on a mission to break the death taboo with clarity, compassion, and a touch of Gothic style. Bats and Ghouls, please welcome to the Void, Kyla Hammond. Kyla, welcome to the show and happy Halloween.
Thank you. Happy Halloween to yourself. I think that's the best intro I've ever gotten.
Oh, all right. So, Kyla, for listeners meeting you for the first time, how would you describe A History of Death? What makes it different from other podcasts that explore the afterlife or mortality?
So I think the biggest difference for A History of Death is that I take an anthropological and a historical perspective of it. And so my biggest objective really is to decode all of these nuances that we find in mourning cultures, funerary treatments, and just taking it and explaining it to where anybody could understand it, because there's so much more that goes on under the surface that you might not think of when you first see these things. And so for me, A History of Death really is just taking these little nuances, these little cultural differences, these historical differences, and just explaining it in a way that anybody can understand it.
I like that. I like that a lot. Because I honestly, there's a lot of times where like I've been to funerals and I don't understand sometimes.
The rituals.
Yeah. You know, like those rituals that happen. And I'm not going to stand there and be like, hey, I don't get this. You know, I want to just stand there and watch and observe and, you know, and then eventually I'll go home and probably like Google it or something. But yeah, absolutely. So if you had to sum up your mission, what drives your work in just one hauntingly perfect sentence, what would it be?
We are better than the death taboo.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Can you maybe clarify a little more on that answer?
Absolutely. So the death taboo or the death denial thesis is this idea that, especially in like Western civilization, Western culture, whatever you want to call it, we tend to avoid death. We don't want to look at it. We don't want to talk about it. You know, it makes us uncomfortable. And so there's this kind of a social taboo over it. But we have so many misconceptions about it. There's so much misunderstanding that we need to get past that. Death is the most natural thing any of us will experience, but we don't want to talk about it in that context.
Why do you think people don't want to talk about death so much? I know it can be an uncomfortable feeling, but I feel like there's more behind that.
To me, I think a big part of it goes, there's this concept known as necrophobia. It is the fear of death, and it has basically plagued humanity since the Neolithic time. And you can see this in the archaeological record. And so I think it is just, we have this innate fear of not just dying, but not existing. And we have a fear of the dead because we are so distanced from the dead that we have a misunderstanding of, you know, corpses themselves too, you know. I mean, think about how much horror stuff is focused on the corpse, right? We fear it. We just have this innate fear, and it goes back throughout human history.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny that you mentioned that about films and you know, their depiction of death. Do you think that when you're watching a show or a film that has to do with, you know, like a funeral parlor or, you know, a body in a casket, Do you feel like they're portraying that in the best possible way, or do you think that once again Hollywood is just overhyping it?
So, I mean, it kind of depends on like the film. But I feel like there are some that kind of try and do it like in a light, respectful way. And then there are other films, like especially horror films, right, that they use like the funeral as a part of the fear and like the negative emotions. I mean, how many movies have you watched where the funeral, the graveside funeral takes place during the rain, right? It's dark, it's cloudy, it's super somber.
Sets that mood to make you feel sad.
Right. Yeah. And like how many funeral parlors have you seen that are dark and dank or old and like there definitely is like this tone that is set around death, right? And I do think that there's a lot of movies that kind of contribute to that, right? They like really push that negative aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I die, I want to hire someone to hold an umbrella all the way in the back and be mysterious, like I had a secret to hide. And then I'm going to hire somebody else to just have like a hose to water everything, like if it's raining.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just in case. I'm just saying.
You know what? Hire Kyla, and she can just stand back there with an umbrella the entire time.
There you go.
And then with that like veil over.
Oh, yeah. Dark cloak. Absolutely.
Perfect.
He had a mysterious person in the background. We have no idea who that was.
It is decided.
So I wanted to bring this up, Angel. So I was listening to Kyla's teaser for her podcast.
Oh.
And it's really interesting. I've never heard a teaser like this before. I've heard a lot of teasers where it's like, this is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to do. Hers was really interesting. And this is why I want to bring it up. So Kyla, in your teaser, you mentioned spending 3 years studying at the Alaska State, correct me if I'm wrong, repository?
Yeah, so I worked for the Archaeological Department of the Museum of the North, which is Alaska's state repository for all of their artifacts and all of their geofacts and just basically everything that comes out of Alaska.
Wow. Dude, she's like the Indiana Jones of death.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And I will say, that sounds a little eerie, too.
I've also worked in a mortuary as a crematory operator, and I'd say that's a lot more eerie than working in a museum.
Ah, okay. I see. I couldn't do that.
The smell of burning flesh.
Yeah, I couldn't do it,
leather, burning leather.
It smells like Burger King.
Yeah.
It smelled great. Well, there goes Burger King now.
No, I'm actually now I'm more enticed to eat Burger King.
You're more enticed to eat Burger King. The cannibalism is coming out.
Just a little.
Oh my gosh. So, your show, it dives into the strange and beautiful ways we honor the dead. Out of all the rituals that you've studied, which one has stayed with you the most and why?
Probably kind of a cliche answer, but for me, it's actually Egyptian mummification. I feel like a lot of people think of Egypt, but my mom gave me a National Geographic when I was like 7, and it was the King Tut special. And it was the first time I'd ever read about mummification and like the history of embalming. And I was so hooked that that's actually what got me into archaeology.
Okay.
And so for me, it will always be the Egyptian mummification that just is so intricate. There's so much that goes on to it, and it's so special.
It's so wild, Angel, learning about the like mummification and the process of it. You know, like you go to a museum and they show you some of the stuff, but it's like, but they don't give you the full detail, you know? And when you start learning about the full detail, you go, well, I know why they don't tell us that in the museum now.
When I was a kid, I was obsessed also with Egyptian mythology and mummification process and all that, of course. And then in Mexico, we also have our own mummies as well. But the one that always sticks out to me is, I want to say, God, it's been so long. Papua New Guinea.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Kuru?
Oh, gosh.
Where they eat the dead, basically.
Yeah.
And there was an outbreak of Streptococcus pyogenes and all this other stuff. That was always fascinating to me. Like, yeah, I'm chewing on Grandpa. That is so weird.
He's talking about eating again. Do you notice a trend that has been created here?
Look, it's just a coincidence.
Going back to that.
Moving on.
Happy Halloween. I'm hungry. Oh, my goodness. So this is my last question here, and then we're going to move on to a little fun treat, if that's okay with you and Angel over here. So since this is Into the Void, if you could spend one evening in conversation with any historical figure from beyond the veil, who would it be and what would you ask them?
Oh my gosh. That's a hard one.
Yeah, I had to think about this too. When I first wrote this question, I was like, oh, wait, I just gave myself a tough one. Who would it be? For me, it would be Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
I've always been fascinated with his work.
I think it would actually be, his name is Dr. Bill Bass. He is not a conventional historical figure. He is the father of American forensic anthropology, which goes very hand in hand with the bioarchaeology, which is the human remains in archaeological context. And so he is the one that created the first body farm. And so I would love to talk to that man. I mean,
that would be interesting. That would be a heck of a conversation right there. But Angel's not allowed to be there because he'll probably eat the body.
I'll eat the body.
Oh my gosh. Kyla, thank you so much. This has been brilliant for our Halloween special. But before we open the coffin and let you go free, we're ending with something a little sweet. It's our trick or treat lightning round. I'm going to toss you a Halloween choice and you answer as fast and tell us why in one sentence. No overthinking, just vibes. You ready? Pumpkin patch stroll or haunted hayride?
pumpkin patch. Just pumpkins.
Carve a jack-o'-lantern or paint one with ridiculous amount of glitter, and I have seen this happen.
I'd say carve. I mean, you got to get in there. You got to get a little aggression out every now and again.
I like that. Why won't you cut open? All right, here we go. Classic monster marathon like Dracula, the Wolfman, or a nostalgic 90s spooky marathon like Hocus Pocus and Goosebumps.
I'm going to have to say the classics, man. Creature from Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, Dracula. Like, those are my OGs. Hands down.
Have you ever seen Creatures of the Black Lagoon in 3D?
No, I haven't, but I'm hearing it's good.
Breathtaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is breathtaking. I got it on DVD, on Blu-ray, I'm sorry. And my son, my 10-year-old at the time was 8. We were watching. He's like, this is the best movie I've ever seen.
I would love to see that movie, but then also, have you seen those shirts of the Creature of the Black Lagoon with like the 3D print on it?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I want to like wear that while I'm watching the 3D movie.
There you go.
That'd be awesome. I like that though. Okay, so sticking with the traditional Dracula, Wolfman, Creature from Black Lagoon. Yep. See, that to me is a good Halloween night right there. Absolutely. So I got to ask this now, neighborhood trick-or-treating or a costume party with a DIY photo booth?
I'm going to have to say trick-or-treating because I have a kid now.
Okay.
So, like, taking him out places is like, that's like pure joy right there.
Oh, it is. I've got 2 of my own, and it is so much fun just watching.
Like pure Halloween spirit. Yeah.
100%. 100%. Witch's brew or hot cider, cinnamon sticks are optional.
Witch's brew.
Ooh, love me a good witch's brew. Fog machine everywhere or 1,000 twinkling lights and paper bats?
Twinkling lights and paper bats. That sounds adorable.
Ah, okay. Ghost story behind candlelight or urban legend true or false around a fire?
Ooh, I'm going to say ghost stories.
Ah, there we go. I like that answer. And not that there's any wrong answer here.
Right.
But that was probably my favorite one.
I know, that one's a hard one.
Yeah, that's the hardest one.
And last but not least, candy trade power move, keep the Reese's or hoard the gummy worms?
Keep the Reese's.
Oh, okay. So the chocolate and peanut butter type, huh? All right. Well, Kyla, thank you so much for playing that game. We do have one more game, and this game is going to be between Kyla and Angel. So as you know, Halloween is a time of mystery, mischief, and fun. But Halloween is also a time for what ifs. So here we go. What if you could only celebrate Halloween in one haunted place forever? Where would it be? It doesn't matter who answers first.
Ladies first.
I would say the Stanley Hotel that The Shining is based off of.
Oh, okay. That's a good hotel.
Yeah.
I heard they have some good red rum.
I'd have to say the Queen Mary.
Ooh, okay.
Because I've already caught stuff there. So
okay.
yeah, which we were just talking about my my son and me. And I showed him the picture. I'll show you afterwards.
Okay, yeah.
I think I showed you already, but I'll show it to you again.
Yeah. Let me see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, here we go. What if you had to choose trick or treat with a ghost or spend 1 hour in a coffin?
I would trick or treat with a ghost. I feel like spending an hour in a coffin really isn't that bad.
Okay.
I'm claustrophobic, so I'm going to go with the same answer.
Okay. All right. Trick or treat with a ghost.
Yeah. Is it Casper?
If it was Casper, I don't.
Or
What
is
would
it
happen
Slimer?
if you had
If it's
Casper?
Slimer, I'm not getting any candy.
Yeah, if it's Slimer, you're not going to see any of your candy at all. All right. Last what if. Here we go. What if the veil really did drop tonight? Who's the first spirit you'd want to talk to?
My mom.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was going to say my dad.
Okay. All right. I like these. These are very wholesome answers.
Our little family reunion.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
that. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, Bats and Ghouls, it is your move now. If you like this what if game and you would like to hear more, drop your best what if to beyondthevoid87@gmail.com. That's beyondthevoid87@gmail.com. With the subject what if plus your name and city. Bring the chills, and you may just hear your what if. All right. Well, Kyla, listen, I want to thank you so much for stepping into the void with us, sharing your wisdom and wit. This was just more awesome than I thought it was going to be, and also a little eerie, too. Now, I will say, Kyla, that you also did remind us that even in the darkest corners of history, there's beauty, there's a ritual, and there's remembrance. So, Kyla, if you could, let our Bats and Ghouls know where they can follow you and also tune in to A History of Death.
Yeah, so you can find A History of Death on TikTok and Instagram. And we also have a podcast that is on Spotify, Podbean, and Buzzsprout. I also have my own website at ahistoryofdeath.com where I have articles that accompany all of my episodes and all of my content as well.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to this. Angel, I'm telling you, man, if you get a chance, go on Spotify, check out A History of Death. Her teaser just makes you want to know more. It's really good. I love it.
I'll check it out.
And to my fellow Bats and Ghouls out there, if you haven't already, be sure to check out A History of Death. You'll find stories, symbols, and traditions that will make you see the afterlife in a whole new light. All right, Kyla, well, thank you so much for joining me and my fiendish friend here for this hauntingly fun special.
Thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Of course, a massive thank you to our partners who made this Halloween special very special. We've got Ghost Hunt Apparel, The Ghoulish Garb, Batty Banshee Boutique, and Eat Shirts. You're the ones keeping the cauldron bubbling and the spirits smiling. And of course, a very special thank you to Angel, my incredible ghost host. Thank you so much for bringing your own ghostly charm to this Halloween gathering.
Yeah. Thank you for having me again.
This was fun, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Pun. In funeral.
All right, Bats and Ghouls. That is going to do it for this year's Halloween special. And remember, death isn't the end. It's just another story waiting to be told. And to close the chapter on our Halloween special, my apologies to Kimberly J. Brown. I'm sorry we just didn't have enough time to bring you on the show. Until the spirits rise again, I am your ghost host with the most, G-Man, wishing you a haunted Halloween. And thank you for falling with me into the void.